What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, just another PuckyTuber, coach of the coach of your Piedmont Tri Kickers, coming at you today with our season final. I said season finals. Oh my goodness, guys. Editor, please cut that out. We are coming at you today with the semifinals of Josh League Season 1. Today we are taking on Mr. TJP, coach of the Bundle, Montreal, who, as per usual, and as you would expect of someone who's in the semifinals, has a pretty threatening team, which consists of Ogre Pond Wellspring, Iron Moth, Primarina, Jirachi, Mandibuzz, Terra Lucario. So, my guy has good taste. The Terra Regidrago, Terra Porygon 2. So, once again, my guy has good taste. He has the Sandaconda, and last but not least, the Luxray. So, personally, I'm expecting him to bring the Ogre Pond. The Iron Moth, I could see Jirachi coming because kind of like his best thing for Latios, but he can also bring the Primarina maybe. I think Manabuzz is kind of mandatory because of Decidueye, Cinderace, Okie those threats. I think they'll bring the Terra Lucario, pretty strong wall breaker, especially since he likes to run his Choice Banded set. So, I think it's pretty hard. And the last Mon could easily be maybe Terra Regidrago, or maybe the Terra Porygon to be like a wall for like some of my special threats maybe. So to combat this team, first and foremost, we decided we're going to bring Peter Parker the Spidops, who's rocking his Focus Edge, Stake Out for the ability, Max HP, Max Defense, Force with F, Impulse Nature with Sticky Web, Spike, Circle Throw, and U-Turn. If I can set hazards, it can, give me, it gives me information like, are you boots, are you this, are you that? And in general, we can just get good chip on his mons because there's some mons that, even if I try setting up on them, I'm probably not going to be able to one-shot them. However, we have spikes up that can help with the chip. We have Sticky Web for speed control, so Ogerpon will be slower than my team. The Iron Moth, if it's booster speed, it's not going to get a boost, but I could see it being boots anyway, though. We have Circle Throw for phasing and U-Turn for pivoting. That's, spot ops. That's Mr. Peter Parker. Next on the team roster, we have the one, the only, Loki, the Grimmsnarl, who's rocking his Light Clay, Prankster for the ability, Max HP, Max Defense, Force with F, Impulse Nature with Reflect, Light Screen, Foul Play, and Parting Shot. My opponent has a very offensive team, so, we need these screens. We have Foul Play because, like, most of the mons that I would actually want to stay in on an attack just so happen to take a lot of damage from Foul Play. And then the mons I don't want to stay in on, we can just Parting Shot out on them. So, yeah, that is low-key. Next on the team roster is our Terra Captain for the week, the one, the only, Kakashi the Thunderous Therian, who's rocking his Leftovers. Volt Absorb is his ability. Terra Ghost, Max Special Attack, Force with F, Max Speed, Tip Nature with Thunderbolt, Terra Blast, Substitute, and Nasty Plot. I decided to, and obviously we have Leftovers because we're a subset, I decided to run Nasty Plot because, one, if we get up, we really would like to keep the webs up, but Manabuzz could always come in and defog them. However, because one, Manabuzz is his only form of hazard removal, right? However, since we're running Terra Ghost is just spammable into the entire team. The only thing we can't spam it into is Manabuzz, who dies to a Thunderbolt if we get a chance to Nasty Plot once, because if he runs like enough SPDF investment, there's a chance it could live. But if we set this guy up, one, Manabuzz cannot get these webs away because it's his only dark type that he can come in on us, but you'll die. And then also, if Lucario is banded, and let's say it's like an extreme speed set, well, now we can't lose to that because of we're Terra Ghost. And once again, we can just spam Terra Ghost and everything outside of the Manabuzz and the Porygon 2, who I really hope does not come. But yeah, that is Kakashi. Next on the team roster is the one, the only, Oswald the Empoleon. Another thing that's here to try to like deter defog being clicked. We are Lumberry. Competitive is our ability, so they do defog. Okay, we're going to get a +2 boost, and we're going to make the most out of it. We have 20 HP, max special attack, 236 speed, modest nature with surf, ice beam, air slash, and agility. So I'm just running enough speed that if I have the webs up and nothing is scarfed, I will outspeed everything. But if something is scarfed, it'll probably be faster than me because we're literally just 2 points faster than Ogerpon and Iron Moth at +2. We have at +2 Surf. If it hits it neutrally, we probably kill it. Ice Beam, if we hit it neutrally or super effective, it probably kills it. Same for Surf. I meant to say that. Air Slash is literally only here so we can kill the Ogerpon. That's the only way we can kill. That's the only move we get that we can kill Ogerpon with. We do have to be +2, but if we're at +2, we kill Ogerpon. And like I said, Surf, Ice Beam. If it hits something super effectively or neutrally, there's a good chance it dies. And then we have Agility because we can go +2, and like I said, outspeed everything. So yeah, that is Oswald. Next on the team roster is the one, the only Raymundo, the Azumarill. We are rocking our Citrus Berry Sap Sipper for the ability. So basically, we just wall Ogerpon Wellspring. We have 4 HP, 252 attack, 32 defense, 220 speed, Jolly Nature. So basically, we're fast enough to outspeed like a Manabuzz that has no more than 20 speed EVs, I believe. We have Aqua Jet, Play Rough, Knockoff, and Belly Drum. Knockoff would be here regardless because of the Porygon 2, and then of course the Regidrago potentially being scarfed, so we can knock that off because obviously they're going to Terra in front of us. However, despite us being Sap Sipper over huge power, at +6 we still hit things pretty hard. A lot of things we can still potentially just straight up one-shot because at the end of the day we are +6. So Manabuzz dies. The Ogerpon takes a lot of damage from us, and then it probably can't even hit us back. Aqua Jet is literally just here so we can kill the Iron Moth, who still dies to an Aqua Jet at +6, of course. And then, like I said, if we can hit it neutrally, we probably do a lot of damage to it, if not to straight up kill it. So yeah, that is Azumarill. Next on the team roster, the team captain, the one, the only. You guys know he was coming. It's him, Sanji, the Cinderace, who's rocking his heavy-duty boots. Libero for the ability, max attack, 72 defense, 184 speed, so we're speed creeping Ogerpon. Jolly Nature with Powerball, Gunk Shot, Zen Headbutt, and U-Turn. So basically just a move to hit everything. U-Turn is obviously for pivoting. Gunk Shot allows us to one-shot the Ogerpon. Powerball is pretty spammable into the team outside of the, of course, Iron Moth, who does not want to switch into that. And Zen Headbutt does just straight up kill it. And Regidrago doesn't really want to switch to our moves either if it's like a Scarf Dragon energy set because they were just chipping it down anyway. So yeah, that is Sanji. That is the team. I think I said everything that needed to be said. So without further ado, let's get into the battle. Good luck, have fun to my opponent, Mr. TJP. Hopefully this battle is a banger. Alright, so we are connected with our opponent, Mr. TJP. And he has brought... Let's get the notepad out. He has brought... let's see. He brought Ogerpon, as expected. Manabuzz, Lucario, as expected. He brought Regidrago, which I kinda wasn't expecting, but we take it. Regidrago, Porygon 2, and last but not least, he has Sandaconda. Alright, so we're actually going to lead off with Cinderace. Nice to know that my Zen Headbutt is kind of useless now, because he's Terra Steel on Lucario, Terra Ground on Regidrago, and Terra Ghost on the Porygon 2. I feel like what my opponent will probably try to do is lead a lead to counter the webs, which means one of two things. Either he could go into his, let's see. So this thing comes out first. Okay, cool. This is what comes out first. We could have just got our webs up though. I think we still go out. Okay, I think what we do is just U-turn into the, I think we just U-turn into our, so he's Helmet. But I think we just U-turn into Spidops. I don't think this thing can kill us in one hit. Let alone 2 hits. So we're going to go into Spidops. We're going to go into Spidops. Glare. Okay. That's fine. I'd rather him glare this than glare anything else. So we know he has glare. Alright, we're going to go for the sticky webs here. We're going to go for the sticky web. And hope that we don't miss our move and that this thing doesn't, like, unexpectedly get taunted. I swear, we get taunted by a snake, bro. But one good thing I do like, if we kill Ogerpon, we actually don't need the webs because... outside of obviously so we're going to U-turn now, but we don't need the web. Okay, so what move was that? What move was that? Wait, so he rock tombed us. Okay. Earthquake. All right. Can we please switch out? All right, cool. So I am kind of struggling to see the so he has rock tomb. He has rock tomb. He has rock tomb. So I'm curious about something, right? Thunderous, Mr. Sandaconda, if you rock tomb us after we Terra, how much? So they have glare, rock tomb, EQ. How much damage are we taking from a rock tomb? We're taking. Okay. Um. This is kind of we're rushing this, but I feel like we can go into this. We're rushing this, but I feel like we can go into this. I feel very you know what? You know what? You know what? I'm gonna trust the vibes. I'm gonna trust the vibes. This is my only Terra captain anyway. Um I'm gonna trust the vibes. So I think we okay. Let's sub first. Let's sub and see what his initial reaction is. Digital 2. Okay. So we get 2 hits off on this thing. So let me say something. Porygon 2. If we could set up, we do a lot, but we probably don't get to set up because, all right. So he is also Terra Ghost. We have to acknowledge that. So let's see. Because do we ever die to a Shadow Ball? So let's say Porygon is Terra. Let's see. You're Terra Ghost. So let's say you Terra and then Shadow Ball us. You would have to be like. You would have to have the right natures, right? But we can potentially two-shot you, but you have to Terra to do, like, actual damage to us. I think we just go for the T-Bolt, though. Like, it's too risky trying to attack this. Okay, so you're actually the bulky variant. Okay, that's nice to know. Ice Beam. Do we... Okay, so the substitute faded. Alright. It is what it is on that front. The substitute faded. So he has Ice Beam. I feel like before we try to do too much more, let's try to scout the set a little bit more. So let's go into Oswald here. Let's go into Oswald. They could have T-Wave, which would, you know, it'll suck. But from what I can tell, they don't really have, like, a Surf switch in besides this thing. And, of course, you can go into Ogerpon, but, you know, that has its own, like, issues. So they go for the Ice Beam again. We just know that it was strong enough to break our sub. Alright. So... So if Ogerpon comes in, I mean, it can come in. It can come in. Bro, this thing is like super bulky. Ooh, Discharge. Okay. So we're learning stuff. They have Discharge. They have... Ooh, this thing is kind of a problem at the moment. I can't deny it. I really want you... So let me see. That did over half. I mean... What we could do... We don't really switch into this. So he has Ice Beam, and here's the thing: we don't know if he has Shadow Ball yet or not. I don't want to switch into a Shadow Ball and then um, I'm gonna switch into it. If they go for Discharge again, okay, well on them. They went for Recover. Okay, fair play, fair play, fair play to them. This thing's annoying. This thing is very annoying, but at least we're getting more HP back. We're getting some more HP back. So they probably just go for. Do they have Shadow Ball though? I'm a nasty plot once just to find out. Because we shouldn't die to one Shadow Ball. So, do they have Shadow Ball on deck? We're about to find out here. Ice Beam, okay. Wow, this thing is hitting respectfully hard. So I'm almost curious, like, how SPDF is this thing? So they have Ice Beam, Discharge. Thing is, Ice Beam could actually cover my, Ice Beam could cover my... Ice Beam covers my... Ice Beam covers my Decidueye if it came. So they go for the Ice Beam again. How much are they doing? 100. So they did... Bro, you gotta be freaking kidding me, dude. Pure luck. Pure freaking luck. Pure freaking luck. So am I the only one that noticed that if he doesn't hit this... Okay, let's do the math real quick. I had 200 HP. I went down to 92, so that's 108. Now we're back at 112. I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to know I would 1v1 this man. But alright, cool. The game wants to be on bullcrap, I guess. Alright, cool. Whatever. Whatever, game. Whatever. We're just gonna lose now. Oh, okay. Okay. See, the game heard my ranting, because I'm sitting here like, bro, we better not lose to some bullcrap like that. Recover, you're just giving us more HP. So they have Recover, Ice Beam, Discharge. Whatever. Whatever, that was so crappy. Like, that was really crappy. So let me see something. In theory, if we kill this thing, Thundurus does just win us the game. So, let's see what they do. Okay. Because none of the Scarfers can outspeed us. The only thing that conceivably can take a hit from us is the Regidrago. And that's assuming... Actually, let me double, quadruple, triple check. Regidrago. Regidrago. Do you take a hit from us? You can. There's a 37.5% chance they do. Albeit, if he switches into Regidrago right now, we actually put it in range of Terra Blast. So okay, so he has to probably go out into Sandaconda here. Obanai. Yeah, Sandaconda. Okay, so we're gonna just take this thing out with Terra Blast. Yeah, we're just gonna take this thing out with Terra Blast. Oh my, we did not max out our Thunderbolt. That is actually not good, because what do we end up needing all 20? Well, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. This thing is dead. This thing is absolutely dead. There's no way you live this. I don't care how much bulk you could potentially have. You're dead. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Thundurus takes out the Sandaconda. Thundurus takes out the Sandaconda, which is good for us. That's really good for us. Well, at least it's good for Cinderace. Aura. Um, this means one of two things. Either you're sashed, which if you are, boy, I'm gonna be so upset. But is it the but here's the big question though: is it the end of the world if they're sashed? Um, not really, because a Azumarill can still beat. All right, so there's Terra Steel, right? So we just go for the. What should we do? What's the safest thing to do? Do we get another chance to set up on anything? Not really. Except, like, because Ogerpon beats us. Like, everything else on this team has a chance to kill us. So if they're sashed, we just have to let them expose it. Oh, Bullet Punch. That's an option as well. Yeah, kind of forgot about that being a thing. Bullet Punch does exist. Okay, so that, I forgot all about that. Like, I was so, like, tunnel visioned into the extreme speed that I forgot all about the Bullet Punch. We could have maybe went Cinderace there. Um, let's see. So Lucario takes out Thundurus. I think now we go into. I think we just go into Cinderace, right? Yeah, we just go into Cinderace. We go into our Cinderace. We're gonna go into our Cinderace. What's crazy though? I think we just first of all we U-turn right here. I don't think they're gonna stay in. They probably go into Mandibuzz. Okay. One of two. We can do one of two things maybe. Either A, because who's this? Bone Digger. Yeah, that's Mandibuzz. We can do one of two things. We can do one of two things here. Because we don't really need the webs as bad as it seems, if I'm being honest. So, what I think I'm going to do is go into Empoleon, and I'm basically going to flex my big old wiener. That's basically what I'm doing right now. Defog if you want is what I'm saying. If they defog right here, we literally just win the game. Like, if they defog right here, we win the game. Okay. Alright. Alright. If Lucario is not scarfed, it's dead. If Lucario is not sashed, it's dead. If Lucario is not sashed, it is dead. I don't think it's sashed either. I think it might be like, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, we go for the Ice Beam here. We go for the Ice Beam here. We go for the Ice Beam here, always. I kind of wish I was leftovers now, though. I brought the Lumberry just in case they brought Jirachi, because, Jirachi could come in on us, T-Wave, all that other stuff. So we're about to just, just Ice Beam. This should die, unless you're, like, bulk invested, which you're not, clearly. So Mandibuzz is down. Down goes Mandibuzz. That is one for Empoleon. If Ogerpon comes in, you are done. See, Regidrago can't come in on us because you're Terra Ground. So, Ogerpon. Alright. As long as we hit an Air Slash, you're dead. As long as we hit an Air Slash, you are dead. Please hit your Air Slash. Oswald, I never needed you to do nothing more than right now in regards to hitting your Air Slash. If you hit your Air Slash, Oswald, you will be the hero for the team. Because Lucario's not taking a hit from us, Porygon's not taking a hit from us. The only thing you need to do is hit this Air Slash. We believe in you, Oswald. We believe in you, Oswald. We believe in you, Oswald. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. My faith is in you right now, Oswald. You're my freaking Oswald. Do we kill? That's my Oswald, bro. That is my Oswald. Okay. I can't be too loud because there's other people in the house and I don't want to be obnoxious. So that's two for Oswald. That's two for Oswald. Long as they let this Regidrago Porygon. So let's just say Porygon 2 is dead. It hasn't died yet, but whoever gets to their hands on Porygon 2 is probably going to kill it. What are ways that we lose? Well, for starters, if the Regidrago is scarfed, so they send out Aura. The only thing you could try to do, if you have Vacuum Wave, you have Vacuum Wave. And I just want to see, how well do we take a Vacuum Wave from you? Lucario. Vacuum Wave. Okay, so let me assume, like, let me get the benefit of the doubt that you're modest, right? Even if you were modest, Vacuum Wave would not kill us. Okay, so we're gonna just click Surf. Yeah, that's kind of all they could do was Extreme Speed. So we're gonna just Surf, and they're definitely banded if you're doing that much damage to us, bro. So that's 3 for Oswald. That is 3 for Oswald. That is 3 from Oswald. And I think even if we lose Oswald to this thing, because if it's Scarf, it's going to outspeed us. But I think even if we lose it, we can just go into... Bro, we just click Ice Beam. Because if you're not Scarf, you're not going to outspeed us. If they're Scarf, they will outspeed us because I did want my bulk. And I'm pretty sure everyone can agree that without my bulk, we would be in a tough position. So Regidrago takes us out. I'm pretty sure he feels kind of, you know, like, dang, I could have just went to this the first time. So, what do we do? Well, I think we just go into you and click Play Rough. Like, this is basically a checkmate. You can't go into Porygon because he'll die. And if you Terra, you make yourself weak for, you know. So, yeah, this is basically checkmate. Because I'm pretty sure, because we know you're Scarfed. You go for the Earth Power here, and you might trip our, you could mess around and trip our, whatchamacallit, our Citrus Berry, depending on how much damage you're doing. Now, maybe we should have just Terra'd right there. Or, actually, no, what we should have done was just gone for the... Actually, okay. Depending on how much damage we take from this. Alright, so I'm going to go for the knockoff next. That way, Cinderace outspeeds this. And they're going to pop our Citrus Berry. And we're going to go for the knock off their Scarf. Cinderace outspeeds you, and by extension, I know for a fact Porygon's not beating us. So now we just go for the Aqua Jet to get this thing even more chip. So it's going to take out Azumarill, but Azumarill did it. Hey, listen, Azumarill, we proud of you, girl. Little boy. You my boy. Okay. Now we just need Cinderace to not miss a single move. You just have to hit this Powerball, buddy. You hit this Powerball, you're going to put us in the finals. Now, mate, that's my boy. That's my Cinderace. That's my mascot. And this is definitely redemption for the PBA. For those of you who have watched PBA, y'all already know how that went. Homie missed one Powerball, and it literally costed us the game. Like, good God, Cinderace, what was you thinking? But hey, you know what? I'm happy, bro. We're in the finals. We're going to be taking on, well, it's not like you guys would have access to this information anyway, but we're going to be taking on Cherry in the Josh League finals, which is going to be a very... Bro, it's going to be a very jam-packed game, bro. It's going to be very jam-packed because Cherry is one of, if not the toughest opponent. Bro, out of all the possible opponents I could have for the finals, he's definitely the toughest. He's the top dude in the league. He has the kill leader for the whole league. So we have our work cut out for us. But, bro, if we can beat Cherry, we're champions. It'll be our three-peat. It'll be our third championship. But anyway, GG's to the homie, Mr. TJP. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, peace out.